Warning: the opinions expressed in this video do not represent YouTube, associations, agencies, nor any particular individuals. They are merely from a team assembled trying to pass the boredom of everyday life. Some explicit content may occur in this or future presentations. Viewer discretion may be advised. But ignore it if you're into that thing.
On YouTube land, your big bad wolf Benny here.
And I'm your wild man Wes.
And we are on day 10 of SHOCKTOBERFEST.
Boom, double digits.
And today we will be doing the classic Vincent Price version of The Fly.
Oh yes, Vincent Price. I like Vincent Price. He's very fun.
Everybody loves Vincent Price. Great actor.
Oh yeah, legend.
Well, now to begin. The movie kind of starts off with somebody being crushed pretty much beneath like a hydraulic press. And the wife is brought in because, she got caught at the scene of the crime. But that's not the whole movie. There's a tale in there. Her husband was a scientist who was trying to work up how to teleport stuff across vast distances to speed up kind of like relief efforts, stuff like that. And, well, one day he was trying it out and a fly got in there and, bam. He's starting to become a giant fly.
Whoops.
And the rest of the movie, they're trying to find, well, the little fly that's part human so that they can put him back in the machine and make him human again. And, well, that's pretty much the whole premise of the movie because, well, I mean, I kind of told you the ending at the beginning, but the best part of the story is everything leading up to that moment. Mm-hmm. Now, Vincent Price in the movie plays the brother of the scientist who turns into the fly. So, like I said, that's pretty much the whole premise of the movie, that he's turning into a fly and, well, they're trying to turn him back before it's too late. Those fly instincts are starting to kick in and he's having a hell of a time fighting those urges to do fly. Literally, I mean, he's a fly. Yeah. So anyway, guys, now we're just going to jump into what we liked about the movie and what we didn't like about the movie.
Well, for me, as much as I say this time after time after time, I mean, the effects for the
One more time, yes. Yeah, the effects are great. One of the best parts is when you see him seeing as the fly, and you have that 360, all the different, because that's how a fly really sees. So they really did good with that point. It's like,
well, not just that, but also the visual lighting effects when the machine is being turned on and everything, like all the like the neon lights and everything.
Yeah, that's great.
Very, very innovative for its time.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, being in the 50s and whatnot, where movies were starting to get into color, a lot of those effects, weren't as,
glamorous.
Yeah,
let's say.
but it worked.
It did. It looked really good.
It really worked.
Yeah.
And just the look of him as kind of a half-breed fly. I mean,
for the most part, yeah. Remember, this is the 1950s, so really they don't have a lot of makeup effects yet. This is just still like new territory during this time, or even creature effects like that. You did have the big creature movies, but most of that was done with stop motion. So to see a person wearing a giant fly head, and his one hand's kind of like a little fly claw thing, it didn't look bad for the time. I mean, now we might look at it and be like, what is this, like a monster going to a kid's party or something? But for the time, it was actually pretty impressive. It didn't look terrible. But I mean, like I said, now they're so spoiled with CGI and all the awesome makeup work we can do and stuff now.
Spoiled with the ones that came out in the 80s.
Yes, the Cronenberg one, yes.
Yes.
But we're talking about the OG. Like I said, very good effects, very good story. I mean, this one started, there's been so many shows that's kind of stole this premise, or, nodded.
We'll just say nodded right now.
We'll say nodded, because we don't like using this S word, because we're not 100%, coming up with our own ideas sometimes. So.
Yeah,
We borrow because it's great. That's what we'll say.
Yeah.
Overall, I like this. Like I said, I like the story. I like everybody. The wife just being that loving wife. She's got pretty much a monster for her husband, but she sticks by him and tries to help. Doesn't work out for him, but hey, that's his life.
And I like the complexity
Yes.
of the acting, because especially at the point when the scientist can't speak.
No.
And the only way he can
Is he has to type out those cards.
or knock.
Yeah.
And just that whole conversation with him and his wife while she's asking all these questions, and by the time that she can even finish her question, he's knocking like yes or no, and it's just and especially when he's basically lost all hope, and you just see her heart breaking, and it's just
even just the actor playing the scientist. I'm sure we don't have notes in front of us right now. It'll be down at the screen in a second.
Yeah, probably. I might get lazy.
Well, that happens. We all do. So, but anyways, even just the actor like trying to fight himself from resisting the fly's instincts. It's like I said, it's really good. He's fighting himself. It was fighting part of himself. Because part of him's still there. The other part's just the fly, and I don't think flies are that smart to begin with. No. Not knocking them. Who knows? I'm not. But
if they just stop flying into those damn spider webs.
But hey, just he's fighting himself. I really, really like that. And one of the best special effects that we didn't even talk about is when you find him, the little fly version of him, and the spider's about to. Yeah, that was really cool. Help me! No, dear! Yeah. Creepy. That little guy still scares the hell out of me. Mm-hmm. He just looked creepy, and then, you got the big spider about to...
Get him.
And then Vincent Price takes care of it. Yeah. So anyways, let's get into the part we didn't like so much.
All right. The story is good. Story is great. Yes, it's a great idea. I guess for me, when it comes to horror movies, I'm kind of spoiled in a way. You get the story right out in front of you in present day situation. When it's kind of being told after the fact.
Yeah.
That's where, it's not that I hate it, it's just, you already know something bad is going to happen. It's almost like a prequel in a way without being a prequel.
Yeah,
and
I get what you're saying. Well, kind of another thing.
It's kind of like with Star Wars. It's like episode 1 through 3. Anakin's going to happen. Yeah, he's going to become Vader. But in this situation, it's like I killed my husband. No, you didn't. He just became a fly, and we already know what's going to happen.
Well. Touching on that too is there's the one detective, so it's kind of like a detective story for him to find out.
Yeah, but was it really needed?
That's my point. That's what I didn't like. It's like we really didn't need it. Like they could have just found her, and then maybe she just tells him. She did tell him basically, but she kind of made him jump through hoops. Like, oh no, I was trying to stop. So it wasn't needed. They added it in there probably for a little bit more dramatic effect. It wasn't needed, but. Overall, pretty good movie. So not too much to complain about.
That was the only thing.
That was my only.
But
it wasn't needed, but they put it in anyway, so we'll take it for what it is. Mm-hmm. I guess we could jump into grading then.
Let's grade it. You first, man.
Overall, even with that minor detail of not needing like the detective part of the story, I'm still going to give this an A+ because it really is a good movie. How many remakes of this have we had? So obviously it's a good movie.
Yeah. I would want to give it an A+, but unfortunately, that whole situation with the story, it does falter me a little bit. I want to be unbiased, so yeah, I'm going to go down to a solid A.
So not a bad movie overall, guys. So, well, I guess all we can tell you to do now is make sure you leave us a comment below. Let us know what you liked about this by pushing the like button. Hit the dislike button.
Share it with your friends, family, and coworkers, but most importantly... push the red button. Don't forget to ring that bell while you're at it for instant notifications on Dragonfire Entertainment. Well, other than that, I'm Wildman Wes.
And I'm your Big Bad Wolf Benny.
And stay tuned for tomorrow for day 11 of the Wild Wolf Show Shocktoberfest. See you soon.
Pleasant dreams. So Wes, what's been going on, buddy? We got a lot of work going. We got a lot of stuff we're getting done. So
I don't know, man. I've just been kind of down lately.
All right, buddy. What's going on?
I've just been concerned about what the future's going to be like. A lot of things have happened with my job and meeting Val and everything. It's just, I just feel like I need to know more about what the future has in store for me. And sometimes, and I haven't thought about horoscopes for a while.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
But I thought I might try something on my phone here, and, you know, I want to get some insight.
What damage could it really do? You're calling a number.
I don't know. Here, but this is the number. I'm going to, let's see, 976 EVIL.